Hey guys, this is Timtastic with SturdyPine.com. We are here at EVO 2K13. We are here with Skisonic. How are you?
I'm pretty good, man. It's been a long couple of days, but I'm still hanging in there. I'm very happy to have my voice.
Now, you're here for various reasons. What games are you here to commentate for and compete in?
This year, I was commentating a lot of Street Fighter 4 and Marvel, so either being on the primary stream or the secondary stream, which we had a secondary stream playing Street Fighter 4 at the same time. There was so much Street Fighter 4 action. Today, I did a bunch of the Marvel pools. I did the quarterfinals as well. I'm done for this weekend. I entered Cross Tekken. I love that game, but I drew a hard pool and I wasn't able to make it out.
Yeah, that's unfortunate about being eliminated, but there were a lot of great players there. Since you get to see a lot of the action for Street Fighter and for Marvel, who do you like? Especially, still got pools or not pools, but semis for Marvel. But who do you like for Marvel so far, and who do you like in top 8 for Street Fighter?
Well, so far in Marvel, Chris G is surprisingly in losers, but I still would be surprised to not see him make top 8. I would need to take a look at that brackets, but the other guys that look to be performing very well are Justin Wong, PR Balrog, and I think Flocker. Guys like that, a lot of the tournament mainstays. Even though Marvel is such a nebulous game, it's just so high stakes, anything can happen. These guys have put in so much time, and they look so good this weekend that I think those will be the guys to take those top 8 spots. Now, as far as Street Fighter 4, everybody looks amazing. Of course, Infiltration, one of the favorites. Shen, though, I think he's probably going to be the guy to take it. The fact that he's in top 8 in a winner's bracket says a lot to me. He was one of my picks because he's been performing so strongly in the last 4 months. And not only that, Gen, it's just a character that not a lot of players have a lot of experience against. So he looks really good. Can't count on Infiltration. PR Balrog is a sleeper hit, but if I had to pick one, Sako No Girl! One of my favorite players since forever, and he's finally been able to put it all together and show the world how good he is at EVO 2013.
Now, you've been doing a lot of commentary. How do you stay so knowledgeable on every player or character, teams, etc.?
I have a lot of back knowledge, obviously. I've been coming to EVO since it was B5. And I've been going to tournaments, for that long as well, over 10 years. So I have a lot of knowledge just banked up, meeting a lot of these players. But these days, I do try to watch a lot of streams. I try to check the forums. I also try to just talk to players that I know are smart, that I know are specialists, that I know are going to be thinking about the game in a technical way. So I can come to them and ask them a question or something, or some new technology comes out. We can just kind of discuss that and, stay at the forefront. So all that kind of stuff. Conversation, I think, is key outside of watching streams, the obvious stuff. Watching streams, playing, training, playing online a little bit. But I really get lots of great conversation with other commentators as well as other great players.
Being very versatile in many different games, how can one get into the field of commentating, since not everyone can be the high-level player or a certain type of contributor, such as owning a sponsored company?
Well, I always say at this point, commentary, especially in fighting games, it's just unmapped. How did I get here? Well, like I said, I've been going to EVO forever. I was doing a podcast. I had done play-by-play before streams existed. So I was natural to do commentary because technically I had already been doing it. So for a couple of years, for me, it was, figuring out how to bring that radio style and then kind of rein it in and get it more in tune with the visuals. But it's different for different people, just if you, at this point, I would say, stream your own games, maybe find your own local tournaments, ask to get on the mic, practice it a little bit, and just stay as in-depth about the game as you can. And like I said, I have conversations with people. That's one of the reasons why I think that I'm attuned to it. I have talked about these games since before commentary was a thing, day in, day out. I just love them, and I like to discuss the mechanics of them. So hopefully that comes out in my commentary, and I think that I would suggest that to a lot of other players. Don't be afraid to have conversations. Discuss your wins. Discuss your losses. Discuss this other guy's wins. posit your ideas and don't feel bad about them, and flesh them all out. So you can really picture the game without the game actually being in front of you. You can know the mechanics and understand how it works.
Okay, yeah, it sounds very informal, and I'm gonna actually apply it to myself as well. Speaking about Street Fighter, today there was an announcement. I'm sure you've heard it. Brand new stages, brand new characters. What changes are you looking forward to? What kind of balance patches would you like to see? What characters are you looking forward to?
Well, first and foremost, I gotta say that 6 new stages thing was cool for me, because I think that fighting game developers, when making new stages, kind of slack on backgrounds, and as far as I can tell, it's not a lot of work. It's not like you have to bug test backgrounds, I would think, so that's something that pleases me a lot. The new list of characters, I could take a couple of them or leave a couple of them. Like I said, I've played a lot of Street Fighter, but I am very anxious to see how Rolento performs in the Street Fighter 4 engine, how I think Poison's one of them, how she will perform in the Street Fighter 4 engine. As far as balance changes and all, though, I play Forte, so I want that character to just maybe be good one day, possibly. I don't think it's going to happen. Balance changes they're very tricky. It's kind of like you have a big puzzle, and every time you change one piece, something else moves in place. So it's hard for them to figure out what their overall vision is. And it's clear when some of the changes that they make are like Balrog Ultra 2 hitbox, or like a width increase. Like, nobody cares. Nobody uses Balrog Ultra 2, and nobody's going to use it after the patch. So I feel like some of these changes are just there to pad out a change list, or they just not really sure of where these changes are going to go. So I just think that characters will change. There will be a new tier list, and you'll just pick the character that you like the best in that version of the game. Because, it's been minor, I'd say fairly minor, from Vanilla to Super to Arcade Edition to 2012. But at the same time, amongst a number of minor changes, there's been a lot of upheaval, I think, especially towards even at the top of the tier list, but for sure towards the mid and the bottom. Those characters have been kind of just thrown amok and just shuffled. So some characters kind of bubbled up, some characters bubbled down, and we'll see more of that. It's too early to say.
And last and finally, who would you like to see as a 5th character?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right, so this has been a Sturdy Pine production. Thank you for your time, and Timtastic out.